here we go. Let's go.
Okay, the manager will take your questions on the Everton game first, and then we'll do a couple of questions at the end on the Burton game. Okay, questions.
Jose, we got 3 goals at the end. Did they give a fair reflection on the game as a whole?
Can you repeat?
There were 3 goals at the end to make it 4-0. Was that a fair reflection of the game as a whole? You seem to struggle to score the goals that you played as a before.
I think if the result was 2 or 3-0 after 30 minutes, I would say a clear reflection of fantastic football we played in the first 30-35 minutes. Ultra dominant against a team that played with 5, with 4, and was difficult to play against. I think we played phenomenal in the first half an hour, 35 minutes. Then they improve. They improve. Then they had a little bit more initiative. They bring a few more bodies into attacking areas, and they create us a couple of problems. But then I think Under was important. He gave us the stability that we were losing a little bit, and then it was only possible, in my view, 1-0 or 2-0. I never thought in the last 15-20 minutes that could be 1-1. I always thought or 1-0 or 2-0. The 2-0 come, and after that the third and the fourth goal are just a consequence of a team that was sad and another team that was happy. But for me, the third and the fourth goal are a little bit out of the context of the game.
Is it a sign of Romelu Lukaku's confidence at the minute that he can miss a chance in the first half, wasn't having the greatest of games, but can still end with an assist and a goal?
You know, he knows that from me there is no pressure for goal scoring. My pressure is for the tactical plan, for the organization of the team, you know. And he knew it, that I was totally happy with him, so no reason to lose any confidence. Again, his goal was the third. For me, the important goal was the second, not the third. But it's always nice for him. He's one more goal, and strikers, they like to score goals.
Hello, Jose Alvarez for Jugones. You are in the top of the table with the same points and goals like Manchester City. Do you remember that situation? First, how do you feel about that? And if you remember that situation, like when you were in Spain with Guardiola, Barcelona, Madrid, both teams in the top.
You know, today I didn't think one single second in Manchester City. I thought about Tottenham, I thought about Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. They lost. I don't say they lost. They didn't win their match, and it was a chance for us to get 2 points, like they got last week when we drew against Stoke. So I was just thinking about them and never about City. City won the game, they did that job. I was thinking about the others, and when I saw their results, I thought is an opportunity that we cannot waste.
It seems to score lots of goals late in games already this season. What do you put that down to?
You know, I think the Premier League is becoming very defensive, as I told you. You know, I think many teams, they try to play with 5 in the back plus 2, 3 in the middle, some teams 4. In some matches, the 2 teams, they try to match each other and play in the same system, and ends in 0-0, in 1-0. And sometimes when you have a little bit more space, you try. So in the last part of the game, they were losing 1-0 and then 2-0, and you know, they tried to come more, and they gave us more spaces. So I think he's up to that.
You were without Paul Pogba today. It's been suggested today that he could be out for up to 12 weeks. Could you clarify the situation?
You know, I don't know if it is 12 weeks or 12 days, honestly. So any comment, any new, any rumor is totally wrong, because we don't know if it is 12 weeks or 12 days. The player was diagnosed initially after the match because of the conditions of the muscle and the bleeding. The decision was 1 more week to wait and to see really clearly in the scans the dimension of the injury, and nobody in this club spoke about 12 days or 12 weeks, not at all.
Is it a tear? Is it a tear in the hamstring?
It's a muscular injury, yeah, in the hamstring, but we have normal procedure and wait a few more days. So it's completely nonsense information.
Okay, last question in this section. Last question here.
With the goals, that will be highlighted, obviously, 4 goals, but how important is David De Gea? Because the 1-0 saves, he had to make saves with his feet, seems to be so good at making those saves. I mean, how crucial was he today?
Yes, you know, it's even more difficult when you don't touch the ball. You are in the game, you don't touch the ball, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you don't even smell the ball, and then the ball goes there and you have to be ready for action. It's even more difficult. So yes, it was important for us in a couple of occasions.
Okay, can we move on? We're going to do we're going to do an embargo now. Embargo until Tuesday evening. Head of Burton Albion. Thank you. We're doing Burton now.
Your all-time record goal scorer just come back.
Okay, one question quickly.
You obviously asked the fans to give them a great reception, and it was very warm for.
Yeah, but I didn't win. I didn't need to ask. You know, it's the nature of English fans. Is the nature of big clubs. When a player is big in the club and has an important part of the club history, I think every club in England does that. I can only speak by Stamford Bridge and Old Trafford, but in both